everybody, this is Rich with Lifetime Shred, and today I've got a little preview of the Imondi Wake Zone setup in spring of 2024. Just went down to Fruita last weekend for my first cable ride of the season with the family. We towed our RV trailer down and stayed at the James Robb Park, which was an awesome experience. It's only about maybe 2 or 3 miles from Imondi Wake Zone, so really convenient and really not that expensive either. So if you're visiting Fruita, I would definitely consider checking that out. Right off the dock, the first 2 features they have this year, and this is a different setup than it was last year, at least on the left, is they have their wave kickers. So the wave kickers are really fun. You can go small in the inside corners, or you can go diagonal and take them big. My wife was having a blast on the lower side of the heel side kicker. Love seeing this too, because if you do crash on a kicker trick, which tends to be the place a lot of people crash, it's a quick swim back to the dock. So that's kind of the beginning of the setup. Going into the end of stretch 1, we've got 2 features. So on the left, this is the classic battleship transfer box that Imondis has had since they opened. Super fun to hit that thing straight on or transfer from the side. Or if you're a beginner, you can just kind of ride over the inner side really easily. They've also got the new pipe. So this is the new feature for this season. Pipe's a classic feature. You can hit it from the side. You can hit it straight on with the safety. Lots of options there. And really excited to see Imondi expand some of their options on the features. You know, one of the things I'll call out about Imondis that I love is that the park is a 6-tower park. So none of these corners are too gnarly. And I want to give a shout out to Imondis for doing a really good job marking all the corners here. It's very obvious where you need to be between the green and the red buoys so that you don't get slacked in the corners or whipped too hard. So love seeing that. You know, getting in the beginning of the second stretch here, they've got the incline pipe on the right. And then one of my favorite features, and this was new last season, is this is the banana split, they call it. So basically it's an up box into 2 down boxes with a gap in the middle. They also have the little kicker on the left-hand side for, you know, getting interesting with some outside-in transfers. But yeah, tons of options on that feature. Get very creative if you want. So yeah, that one's a lot of fun. And then going into the second half of stretch 2, and you know, if you do fall over here, it's a little bit of a walk, but it's really nice at Imondis because they have a concrete walkway around the entire outside of the park. So you just walk to the side, walk around, you might have to do a little swim. But anyway, second half of the back stretch, you've got the urban feature. So this feature is so much fun, so smooth. You could transfer from either side or just hit straight on. You know, as long as the pipes spray down, it slides really well too. So I think this is probably one of my favorite features in the whole park. And then rounding out into the last 3 corners, you know, you get that 4th corner, and then they have this nice stretch before the 5th. And you could see here, we've got the creeper incline pipe on the right, which is really fun. They used to have that right off the dock in the past. But then this new multi-hack, I love this thing. So usually they always had that kind of flat box over here for people to session. But now that new feature, there's so many different ways you can hit it. And it's got a baby transfer for inside out, as well as a maybe a little bit more advanced, just because a little more abrupt outside in transfer as well. So lots of options there on the hack. And then as we round our way through corner 5 and back into corner 6, that's a lap. Really stoked on the setup this year. Kudos to the Imondis for putting together for us and investing in a new feature for us. And last but not least, the Aqua Park is almost open. It's looking great. I think they have it open from Memorial Day to Labor Day. So if that's something of interest to you and your family, I know for me, with an almost 4-year-old daughter, I'm very excited to get back down there soon so she could play on that. With that said, hopefully that was interesting to check out the Imondi Wake Zone Park setup for spring of 2024. And again, hats off to them for investing in new features and also completely changing the layup. I know they have a big event coming up at the end of June, which is the WWA event. I think there's also going to be some slingshot riders and maybe some other folks in town, so definitely worth checking out if you're in the area. And with that, I bid you adieu. I had a super fun time down in Fruita at Imondi Wake Zone, and if you get the chance to get out there this summer, I would highly suggest it. And with that, have a good one. Bye.